Hi, I'm Judy Lynne. Welcome to the Monday Morning Shift. Tapping into miracles is one of my favorite ways of creating something big in my life. A miracle. And miracles are kind of funny because they're the kind of the trash treasure thing. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? Same with miracles. What's a miracle for me may be a complete everyday occurrence for you. But the question is, are you asking for a miracle? A lot of us don't ask because we don't believe it's going to happen anyway. And the whole thing about miracles is we have to be in a place of allowing them to happen. We have to ask, we have to believe, and we have to receive. The first thing is asking. What would you ask for? Better health? A new relationship? A healed relationship? Maybe a new job, or quitting a job you don't like and beginning to do something you love. More money. So I'm going to read you something Deepak Chopra said, okay? Miracles happen every day. Not just in remote country villages or holy sites halfway around the globe, but right here in our own lives. And here's the thing. We have to not only ask, but we have to believe that a miracle is going to show up in our lives. And many of us just don't believe. So why don't we believe a miracle is going to show up in our lives? Because maybe we've been disappointed in the past. Maybe we've got so much incredible bitterness and sadness and grief that we just absolutely shut ourselves down to even the possibility of believing that one might even remotely show up for us, because heaven forbid we go back to feeling that disappointment and that horrible, bitter, resentful feeling of it happens for everybody else but not me, right? And the third thing is we're not even open to being able to really receive a miracle in our lives because we're not looking for it. We're not looking for it because we're so shut down and closed off from it even happening, right? We're not even thinking about it, asking for it, believing in it, and we definitely aren't open to receiving it because we're going to find exactly what we look for. I've experienced miracles in my life, and so have many of my clients. So what I'd like to do now is start on the side of the hand and tap along with me. Get that miracle that you haven't really been asking for, but you know what you want. You know what you'd love to show up in your life. So let's put that in your mind, focus on that, and let's go to the side of the hand. Even though I'm really resisting asking for this miracle, it's probably not going to happen anyway. I kind of feel foolish even asking for it. I'm going to honor who I am and how I feel. Even though the very thought of asking for a miracle just seems kind of out there. It doesn't happen for me. It happens for everyone else. I just accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I've heard about miracles, I've seen some reports, and I truly believe they can happen in my life. I'd really want them to, but I don't believe. And it's really hard for me to ask. I just accept what I'm feeling about all this. Let's go to the eyebrow point. I have so much resistance in asking for a miracle. Miracles feel so big. It feels impossible. Creating this miracle in my life feels insurmountable. I don't see the possibility. I don't see how it could possibly happen. I have so much resistance to even asking for it. What if I ask and it doesn't happen? I'd be disappointed again. I'd get mad, actually. Bitter. And I'd end up right back here, not believing, with no hope. What if I could change my perspective? No, I don't think I could. But what if I could? I'm open to the idea that I could change my perspective on miracles. I'm open to the idea that miracles could happen for me. I'm open to the possibility that I could see a miracle in my life. I could choose to lower my resistance. To release some of the memory of past disappointments. The evidence of the past that keep me not believing. Because that's just the energy of the past, of yesterday. And this is today. And I'm a different person. And my belief could be different. My willingness to ask could be different. My openness to receive can be different. It's my choice. I can stay closed off or I can open up. What if I could open up? What if I could make that choice to open up? To trust and ask for a miracle. This miracle I'm thinking of. Releasing the resistance to asking for this miracle. Releasing all of those negative, closed off emotions that keep me from asking. That keep me from seeing a miracle show up in my life. That keep me from receiving. I choose to be open to miracles now. I choose to be open to asking for what I want, for my miracle to show up. Releasing everything in the way of that happening. Taking the story out of everything in the way of that happening. Allowing myself to ask for this miracle. Giving myself permission. And staying open to see what shows up. Open to receiving all the good that the universe has for me. Asking for a miracle now. Asking for my miracle. Choosing to ask for miracles. Moving into a new way of being when it comes to miracles. Expecting them. Anticipating them. Receiving them. And I'm going to start with asking and believing that they can be mine just as easily as they can be anyone else's. I'm open for miracles now. Thank you for doing that with me today. You know, as many times as I've tapped for a miracle, it's always good to do it again because it opens me up even more and reminds me to just simply ask, because sometimes I don't think about it. I don't think about asking. And then it opens me up to believe and to receive. And trust me, a miracle can show up for you just as easily as it can show up for anyone else. All right, you guys, if you haven't already, I'd love to have you sign up for the Monday Morning Shift newsletter, where you can get a video a lot like this in your inbox every week, as well as some other tapping tips and a free ebook to boot. Until we meet again, create that miracle for yourself and go out there and make it your own.